Interview with Elan Lea, his debut album, My Only Excuse. Well, that was in 2009. You've got a new single out now, In the Hands of Gods. It is so nice to have you in studio. Welcome.
Thanks. It's great to be back here. Good to see you again.
I know. I mean, listen, I was just before we found out you had a problem with the mic, and we were chatting about last time I saw you. I think I was about to sort of pop with my very first child.
That's right.
That was 7 years ago.
No.
Yeah, seriously.
Wow. I didn't realize it was that long ago.
It's a long time ago. How have you been since then? I mean, it sounds like you've done so much.
It's been a bit of a roller coaster. Been a great journey. Done some interesting things since I last saw you. I don't know, at that stage, actually, my late mentor was Robin Gibb of the Bee Gees before he passed away.
Yeah.
I think I met him in between. I've worked with Tiesto. I've worked with a ton of songwriters, DJs, Fred Folk in France, traveled the world. And then come back to South Africa because there's no place like home.
Yeah, that's. I think you realise that once you ventured out there, then suddenly you start missing out on something, and that just happens to be home. Now you've got something. This new single that you've got out now, in the Hands of Gods.
Yeah.
Talk to me about this. I mean, what's behind this?
So, in the hands of the gods, actually.
Is it in the hands of the gods?
In the hands of the gods, it's really a song that I wrote actually while I was getting onto the Tiesto album, because it's sort of, you've done everything that you can. It's now out of your hands and it sits somewhere else. It's not supposed to be a religious thing at all. It's actually just once you've given something in life your very best, and it's no longer in your hands because it sits with somebody else's decision.
Yeah.
It's sort of in the hands of the gods now because you can't make someone's mind up for them. But it doesn't apply to me only. The idea to write a song and to do things in music now for me is passion. It's not a business for me anymore. It's just something I do for fun and my passion. And the idea was to give something to people to relate to.
Yeah, because it's quite incredible. Because I mean, in the introduction, I was reading that you actually went into telecoms for a little bit. So I mean,
still am.
And you're still in that.
Yeah.
So you're actually doing business and music at the same time.
That's right. So I do a lot of business. It's a passion of mine, just like music would be.
Yeah.
But music got to a stage where I put everything in and found that I really had nothing left after the roller coaster journey. And I wanted to go into business for long. My family, my friends are all entrepreneurs, so I got involved, and telecoms was the space for me to start anyway.
Yeah.
But In the Hands of the Gods was something that was sitting in my collection, in the bag of tricks, and I said, you know what, let's put it out, let's record properly, because the other privilege that I have is I still get to work with the best in the world.
Oh, that's what this is what I'm finding, is that
while I do business. So
Mark Crew.
That's right.
I mean, what's it like to work with him?
So Mark and I have been friends for a very long time. We almost started out at the same time in the UK. And Mark happens to be the sort of silent part of Bastille. He's the producer. And we've all known each other a long time. And to be able to phone Mark, who's a very, very good friend, and say, listen, buddy, I want to come record. Not everybody gets to do that. So I kind of get to have my cake and eat it on this one.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's enjoyable.
So this is just the single, and you say it's been sitting and sort of waiting on the back burner to happen. What about the full album? Is that can we expect one coming out?
I'd like to. The challenges are strange because and it's a weird challenge. In South Africa, you sit in a smaller pond, so the market is a different place. Where I'd love to put out a full album. The question is, are you going to be singing to yourself? I've got the songs already. I'd like to build up the audience. If there's someone to receive it, I'll put it out with pleasure.
Yeah. I suppose it's a clever way of thinking. It really is, because you want people to enjoy it. You need that platform to get out there. And internationally though, you say you missed home, you came back, but that music industry to break into overseas, does it prove to be a very difficult task?
It's a mad world, but it's not the thing that I find that people often misconstrue, I suppose you could say, is that it's not a break into an industry. It's often right time, right place, meeting the right person, but you've always got to have the goods behind it. So you can't arrive on set and not have what you need to do in order to show it. Yeah. So you can't just have a lucky opportunity and be lucky. You've got to have a lucky opportunity and then be able to deliver something that people want to hear.
Yeah. This video that we're watching on screen, it's absolutely fantastic.
Thank you.
Talk to me about the video. We're going to end this interview right now because I know you're going to play for us just now. Right. But the video? Who produced the video?
Great story. I did the video and the photo shoot for this in 4 hours.
Yeah.
The video, all done by friends of mine. So a friend of mine is a producer, a friend of mine is he does videography. So everybody kind of got together and created this unbelievable video. With the idea was to put imagery in the back as opposed to making it about the person. It's about the song and the meaning behind it.
beautiful. We
Thank you.
cannot wait to hear it. And you were going to say?
I was just saying thank you. I appreciate it. It's
there
nice to have it enjoyed.
It is. It's really great. All right. Elan Lea's debut, or not debut album. I keep reading the intro. That was in 2009.
Yeah.
But he's got his new single out. It's called In the Hands of the Gods. We're going to hear it now. It is also downloadable on iTunes.
That's right. And I'm actually going to sing you a different song just so that there is a bit of variety and people can hear there is more to come.
I'm so happy. All right, good. In the Hands of the Gods. Go download it now. Put it on your iTunes wish list, and I think it'll be absolutely stunning to listen to. You're going to hear a touch of Elan in a short while. Let's take a break. We got quite an inspiring story